came to Kuranda in 1971 after spending 2 years at Holloway's Beach in a tent with my partner John Williams. We were part of the beach community that was pushed out by development, using the police to make it uncomfortable for us with a series of interventions. And we decided on that basis that we would buy land. We decided to buy land as tenants in common, and this block was bought as a tenancy in common in 1971. And we were in home ownership for about just over $1,000. We were part of a community there that had Torres Strait Islanders in the main at one end of the beach and European croc shooters and their families at the other, interspersed with a bunch of artists. When we first came to Kuranda, the movie theatre was in the Hunter, old Hunter's shop, you know, with the canvas seats and so forth. And there were hippies, Europeans and Aboriginals. You know, we were the interlopers. We were new in town, so there had been Europeans and Aboriginals before. It was interesting, a lot of the Westerns, the Aboriginals would cheer the Indians and the Europeans would cheer the Cowboys. But we came into that situation, and so there was a fairly divided racial feeling in the town, as there is in most Western Queensland towns at the time. I think the amphitheatre was a big part of making a village green and inviting Mantaka to play. Was a big place where there was neutral ground and that relationships were built. So the amphitheatre was an open air venue to attract people to come up on a Sunday afternoon when there was actually no live music allowed in pubs on a Sunday. There was no shopping centres open on a Sunday. So the Kuranda markets had started in the morning and they could stay on and have music on Sunday afternoons. So Kuranda became a very big destination for people addicted to shopping and music and getting together and getting out of the house on a Sunday. What actually happened with all of the bands coming in and out and all of us manning the gate, manning the backstage, organising the rider, doing all the setup, is that something dawned on people. Why are we looking after all of them when we could get on the stage? And suddenly, like moths to the limelight, everyone came onto the stage doing community theatre, and there was this enormous flowering of creativity. Just as Kuranda, as a town and a place to live, fell on its feet when it created day destination tourism through the markets, the amphitheatre also, by happenstance, happened at exactly the same moment that all of these bands went outdoor. Bullamakanka, Red Gum. It was just a move that was Australia-wide into arenas, and we had built it at exactly that moment. What's more, we built it at exactly the right size. I saw so many itineraries for bands that actually had, even if they were from overseas, Sydney or Melbourne, Adelaide, Kuranda out. That was the only place they went. They didn't go to Brisbane. It's because of the experiences that we've had here that have actually made us who we are. We've interacted with the environment and each other to such a degree that we're all part of each other. So that's where our heart is, and where we've formed our identity, where we grew up almost. You know, we were so young when we came, and we grew up here. We made all our mistakes here. It's not only the people, but it's the environment that's so burgeoning, so verdant, so robust, that sort of reaches into your windows and grabs you. It's actually like a character. The community was built as a resilient safety net for us all to bounce off and to know who you are in relationship. I mean, that's how you know who you are. Identity is formed in relationship, and in our case it was a relationship with the environment and with our community members, including the Indigenous community. The people in my community, I just love them. You know, they are family. They are like extended family. It's more than community. They are like extended family. And, you know, we've all interacted to such a degree. We've all nurtured each other's kids in community settings to such a degree that it feels like family.